Tulia.
A very warm welcome to all of you to today's talk by Ms. Shivani Agarwal, life coach and mind miracle mentor. Today's program is being organized by Bharat Chamber Ladies Forum in partnership with the Chamber. The theme of today's talk is how to unleash the power of your mind. Before we commence, may I request Mrs. Nilima, Chairperson the Ladies Forum, to welcome Madam Agarwal with an uttoryo. Thank you, ma'am. I would now request you to kindly commence today's program with your welcome address.
Ms. Shivani Agarwal, Mr. Patricia, members of the Ladies Forum of this chamber, guests and friends. A very warm welcome to each one of you to today's talk on how to unleash the power of your mind. We have invited Ms. Shivani Agarwal, motivational speaker and mind miracle mentor, to share her expertise and knowledge on this very important topic. Today's talk is being jointly organized by the Ladies Forum in partnership with the Chamber. Ms. Agarwal has addressed a number of sessions around the country on well-being of the mind and the soul through unconventional yet effective ways. She has her own platform called Institute, where she conducts sessions and motivational talks on how to embrace positivity in the journey of life. I'm sure the members of the Ladies Forum will be quite inspired to learn that Ms. Agarwal is a multifaceted modern woman. She performs all her roles with equal ease. Heading Raj Ad Mass Media, RAMM, a BTL agency, Ms. Agarwal has handled pan-India promotions for some of the most well-known FMGC brands. Besides, she also co-heads a successful integrated communication and advertising agency, DPS, based in Kolkata. Apart from being an entrepreneur and a motivational speaker, Ms. Agarwal continues to be a caring daughter, wife, and mother. Friends, the objective of today's talk is to understand how we can condition our minds and focus our thoughts. Our lifestyles today leave us with very little time for introspection and self-reflection. In addition, the constant exposure to social media with a flurry of information makes it extremely difficult to align our thoughts. We would therefore like to learn from Ms. Agarwal about how we can connect with our inner self and unlock the power of a subconscious mind. Moreover, negative thoughts are very significant contributors to stress and disease in our body. Besides stress, negativity changes our internal state and exhausts our mind, and in turn generates adverse responses like anger, depression, misery, or confusion. Thus, undue tension and stress has become a very integral part of our lives. How can we see the positivity from the negativity in our day-to-day life, and how can we boost to the serotonins? I would like to request Ms. Agarwal to share her thoughts in this regard. I also have a few other questions, which I'm sure Ms. Agarwal will cover in her talk. I look forward to a very fascinating talk on the different ways we can strengthen our thoughts to bring in our lives. With these words, I will request Mr. Naresh Patricia, Senior Vice President of the Chamber, to make his introductory observations. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Shivani Agarwal, Nilima ji,
Renuka ji, Sujata ji, and all your fellow members at Bharat Chamber Ladies Forum, members and friends. I'm delighted to welcome my friend Shivani Agarwal, life coach and mind miracle mentor, and a multifaceted person, just as you have just now heard, to this talk on how to unleash the power of your mind. So very thoughtfully curated by Nilima ji, chairperson, and her colleagues at BCC Ladies Forum. Mental well-being is such a contemporary issue. The power of the mind to manifest desires and opportunities has gained prominence in recent times. It is indeed a pleasure and privilege to share my thoughts at today's talk on such a useful topic in just a few lines so that we can hear more from the expert, Shivani ji. I'm glad to mention that our chamber undertook quite a few interesting sessions on topics related to mental health during the pandemic. As entrepreneurs and professionals, we are conditioned to cope with unpredictability in our profession. But COVID-19 was different, unleashing a cloud of uncertainty in every aspect of human lives. And during this time, the guidance received from the physicians, counselors, and spiritual leaders at the sessions organized by the chamber showed us the way to cope with these stressful and turbulent times. The law of attraction states that, quote, positive thoughts bring positive results into a person's life, while negative thoughts bring negative outcomes, unquote. I completely believe in this. However, Shivaniji, how do we apply this principle and channel our thoughts only in the positive direction while we are surrounded by negativity all around? I'm keenly interested, which I'm sure will be useful for everyone over here, to get some clues from you about how can we activate the subconscious in order to change our thoughts to positivity. Another important issue is the use of psychoactive drugs to condition our mind and remove stress. The use of marijuana has been legalized in a number of states in the US, and the production of it is a large industry there. Could the use of tranquilizers like marijuana be substituted by any natural way of motivational thinking? It will be useful if you can share your views on this subject as well. Shivaniji, I understand you have been mentored by Mr. Ken Honda, the Japanese Zen millionaire, who first introduced the concept of money EQ, emotional quotient, an assessment of how healthy your emotional relationship with money is. You are a Chamber of Commerce. It will be very nice and useful if you could educate us on this concept and how can we improve our relationship with money. With these words, I conclude and look forward to an enlightening talk. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
I always, am I clear? Well, I always like to start any session with gratitude. So today too, a very big gratitude to the universe, to each and every person who has come. I don't take your time for granted. To, of course, Renuka ji, Bharat Chamber of Commerce, the entire forum, and my parents, I think, who are my biggest inspiration. Before I start, yes, I would like to say that because it is the Bharat Chamber of Commerce, I decided, in fact, to talk more about money. So, and exactly what Ken Honda talks about, as in the money container and your money wounds and how to attract money in simple ways, because I thought that topic is always and always relevant, be it a man, woman, child, or anybody in the universe, right? So we'll find very simple ways. I'll talk of very, very simple incidents, be it the law of attraction, be it the way you can attract through your subconscious mind, through your thoughts. But friends, you have to understand it's all very simple, yet not very easy. So this is not a negative affirmation that I'm saying. I'm just trying to tell you that you need to understand the depth of what I'm going to talk about. Because outwardly, everything is very simple. But if you actually go by those principles, you realize you can attract miracles. And when I mean you can attract miracles, I genuinely mean that your life can be a series of miracles. You can be a super attractor. So before I start, I always like to do a certain grounding exercise because I'm a healer also, and I believe in energy. And this is a Californian white sage. It's a indigenous red Indian practice of smudging. Basically, it transmutes. Transmute means change of form. It transmutes the negativity into positivity. I'm talking of the energy here, right? So we have a physical body and then we have an energy body. And as you all understand, energy never lies. You know, you can be 5 minutes with a person who's negative or whose energy is not positive, and you'll feel tired. You just have to be 5 minutes. Energy never lies. Your aura introduces you before you open your mouth. That's a fact, right? So I'm going to use the sage. The process is called smudging. And I'm just going to smudge everybody. I do this every day for myself and the photographs of my children because they live in America. But this is a very beautiful tool which everybody can adopt. I use this as a part to transmute negativity into positivity, the energy part. Okay, so let me start with this grounding exercises. So the fire alarm has been put off, luckily, otherwise. So there's this smoke that comes out. Okay, now I'd like everybody to, y'all can hear me? Yeah. I'd like everybody to sit straight, please, with your spines up. I'll just go around, upload, just sit straight and close your eyes. And if you all may, turn your eyeballs towards your third eye chakra, or rather you are looking at your eyebrows instead of looking down. That is a very simple way of turning your brainwave frequency from the beta to the alpha level. The alpha level is the frequency that you have when you're doing meditation. This is the time when you are absolutely alert yet relaxed. Okay, so your eyes are up, your spine is straight, absolutely straight. And now you all are going to do a visualization. Okay, so visualize roots coming out of your spine. Everybody, please deep breathing. Breathe in and breathe out. Spine straight, please. Visualize roots coming out of your spine, growing deeper, deeper into Mother Earth, into the soft, fertile soil, branching out, getting stronger and thicker, grounding you deep into the bosom of Mother Earth. Like a huge tree, you stand tall and straight and strong, totally safe, grounded and centered. Now, if you could repeat after me, I am grounded. I am connected to Mother Earth. I am centered. I am safe. I am safe. I am safe. I am ready to receive. So now everybody just put your hands up. Like Shah Rukh Khan does, you know, you're ready to receive, absolutely. Breathe in, breathe out. Your body, your mind, your soul, you are ready to receive. Now you can put it down. So this was a small grounding exercise where you get grounded to Mother Earth, because that is where the energy comes from actually, right? And this was smudging. So the energy in this room now is absolutely positive. And this is a Hawaiian indigenous technique which they use. I would advise all of you all to use this as a tool. It's available in Amazon. Mine I got from San Francisco because my son lives there. You all can use this as a big align back to the positive. So in these times where your mind is constantly in the negative frame, or you're surrounded by extenuating circumstances which you cannot help, At least if you start your day by smudging and shielding, you are already in a state where you are protected and you are in the positive. Trust me, I have been doing this for 3-4 years now, and I'm absolutely addicted to it. And now my husband does it when I don't do it, and it's just there. People who follow me do this. So this is one very, very powerful tool. So as I said, when I heard that it's going to be, commerce, the word commerce kind of stuck out of the entire Bharat Chamber of Commerce thing for me. And I decided that I'm going to talk about money. So friends, let me tell you that prosperity is your birthright. Prosperity is your birthright. Every single person in the world has the right to be prosperous, to be abundant, to lead a life where he need not feel guilty, or he need not feel that, too much wealth is bad. That's the thing that we always have, right? The limiting beliefs that either rich, we have these limiting beliefs where we feel, or we've been taught, or we've heard our family members or society tell us that rich people are, evil. The government is taking too much tax, so the government is using the money badly. Paisa kya gaach mein ugta hai, don't spend too much money, and every time when you talk of money, you always have this kind of a fear or a connotation where you associate it with a negative. But friends, prosperity is your birthright. Abundance is your birthright. Just look at Mother Nature. Is there any rationing with the air? Rationing with the water? It's just there for you. It's unlimited. There's no shortage of shortage of money, because money is actually energy. Money is actually energy. It is up to you to tap into that energy. It is up to you to use your power, the power of your subconscious mind, the power of your positive thoughts, the magic power of gratitude. I repeat, the magic power of gratitude, in order to attract unlimited abundance in your life. So Ken Honda, coming back to Ken Honda, he went to his mentor, Vahit Keti, and he said that, sir, please tell me the secret. Tell me the secret of becoming a billionaire. What is it? So he just laughed. That old man just laughed, and he said, arigato in, arigato out, right? So he said, what are you saying? I've come all the way I've taken an appointment. I've come to you to find out the secret. And here you're telling me arigato in Japanese is thank you. So he says, you mean to tell me the entire premises or the core or the niche of the entire thing is arigato in, arigato out? He said, yes. The day you master this simple thing of being grateful for what you have, you become a master miracle manifester. And I mean in the context of absolute pure money, abundance, prosperity too. So the challenge is that if you are surrounded by circumstances which do not make you feel very rich, or at the moment you're going through problems, then how is it that you can be grateful? How is it you can be grateful, right? So that is the time your mind comes in. That is the time your mindful thinking comes in. You have to be conscious that when you are giving money to, be it for something which you grumble about, say giving taxes or paying for things which you don't want to, you have to understand it's a give and take. So the day you start being grateful for the money you give out to, you will start attracting miracles. Okay, so everybody must have read this book, right? Or y'all have heard of The Secret, of the magic. Everybody, this is like a cliched thing, right? So in this chapter, and I would just like you to see this quote. Okay, so this is by Matthew 13:12, okay? It is a quote. It is a quote from the Gospel of the Holy Scriptures. Whoever has will be given more, and he will have abundance. Whoever does not have even what he has will be taken from him. So doesn't this sound ridiculous that the rich will get richer and the poor will get poorer according to this, right? So the secret here, or rather the word missing here is whoever has gratitude, the universe, the God, whoever you believe in, will get more and more. In fact, Bernard Shaw had the audacity to say that it's a sin to be poor. You are doing it your own self. It is you who have manifested that circumstance in your life by your thoughts, because somewhere your alignment is wrong. Somewhere you need to calibrate, like you calibrate the radio frequency, right, in order to get a certain FM. So in that way, you need to calibrate your thoughts so that you attract, so that you can use the power of the law of attraction and attract whatever you want. It's like physics. It's like gravity. It does not lie. So how is it that some people manifest and some do not? Instead of thinking how that other person manifests, you need to think, what are you doing wrong? Where is it that you are thinking negative? Are you jealous of somebody who's come in a Mercedes, and because you don't have one, you're thinking, oh, these are all blocks to abundance, jealousies, envies, negative thinking, comparison, plus all the limiting beliefs that we have stored in our subconscious mind. Friends, the logical mind is just 5% of what we are. 95% of our memories, of our feeling, of our thoughts is stored in the subconscious mind, and that is what controls us, right? So if the subconscious mind, if activating the subconscious mind is the way to go forward, how does one do that? How does one do that? How does one understand the subconscious mind? How to use the power? How do you harness that? So let me tell you, your subconscious mind is most active when your logical mind is inactive. And that is, it's in the delta brainwave frequency. I've done an entire course on Silver Ultra Mind where he just talks about brainwave frequencies and how to tap into your intuition. In fact, you can become a psychic if you start doing those meditations and you start doing that, and you'll be able to tap from the theta, from the beta to the alpha to the theta to the delta. These are the brainwave frequencies. People who are inventors, people who actually, do magic, miracles, they have the capacity to tap into the delta brainwave frequency. That is when you are sleeping. So we, as novices, right, we are all learning, we are in this process. So what we can do, which is a tried and tested thing, you all can please Google. I always encourage everybody to Google and see what works for you. My job is to tell you. After that, for you, it's up to you to validate and hang on to it, to make it your own, because this is something which is tried and tested. There are 1,000 books written about. So just before you sleep, when you are in the half sleep wake mode, okay, that is the time that your brain frequency automatically becomes slower, and you are in the alpha, and then you go to the theta, and then you go to the delta. So that is the time you should do visualization, you should do affirmations. That is the time that you use the law of attraction, the law of resonance, the law of thinking, every possible law to attract, to manifest. That is the miracle moment, those 5 minutes before you go to sleep. And the 5 minutes as soon as you get up, because that time you're a little groggy. And please do not check your mobile phones. It doesn't matter. Trust you me, it doesn't matter. You feel you're very important, but once you're gone, the world will still go on the way it is. Don't give yourself so much importance where work is concerned. Get your priorities right, please. Use that magic moment, that 5 minute when you get up in the morning and the 5 minute when you sleep. Like I have this major issue. I study so much and I've been doing research, and I know that this 5 minute in the end is so precious. Yet my husband and me, we have this habit of watching Netflix, and he prefers all those thrillers, murder mystery and thrillers, and that is our kind of bonding time. So now I'm in a kind of fix, like how do I tell him that I can't watch this and sleep? Otherwise my timing goes haywire, right? Earlier I used to watch that and happily go to sleep, and I used to think we are bonding and this is my husband time and me time. But now this new problem has come into my life where I know that I cannot watch these and go to sleep because I am missing out on something miraculous. So friends, please use this time. That is the time that you can activate and tap into the powers of your subconscious mind. So the way to do it is use an affirmation, whatever, make it your own. Otherwise you get so many. Okay, make it your own. Make your own affirmation. Otherwise, I'll tell you a few, like this is a very famous affirmation by Bob Proctor. I'm sure everybody must have heard of Bob Proctor. He just passed away a few months back, one of the greatest philosophers and writers. So this is an affirmation. He says, this is Bernard Shaw. I am so happy and grateful. I think everybody should note this down. I am so, or you can take a screenshot. I am so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities on a consistent basis. Okay. So this is the affirmation that all of y'all can do. This is a little complicated, or you can just say, I am a money magnet and I attract abundance in my life very easily and effortlessly. I emphasize on the point easily and effortlessly, friends, because please don't keep telling your children, खटनी करने से ही रुपया आता है या मेहनत करने से ही होता है. नहीं, magic से भी होता है. Where there is magic, there is no, where there is logic, there is no magic, right? So why can't you be somebody who sits and just manifests? You know, you will get ideas. If you tap into the power of your subconscious mind, you will get such amazing, brilliant ideas. Your prefrontal cortex will get activated, which will lead you. You know, it's not necessary that if the stream is flowing down, your journey has to be uphill. You can flow with the stream. Why is it that we always think that life has to be difficult? So I always say easily and effortlessly is one thing you should always use with your affirmation, right? So I attract money easily and effortlessly. I am a money magnet and money loves me back. I love money and money loves me back. That's a parent hug, right? That's a parent hug. So the more emotions you add, and the second thing that you need to do with your affirmations is visualization. Visualization. You have to visualize, like Jim Roth says, now you know, you have to dress for the job that you want, not that the job you have, right? So you need to, I'm not sure if it was Jim Roth or I'm not sure about the author, my bad. I got confused here, but the point is you dress for the job you want, not for the job you have, right? So your attitude should be such, your attitude should be such that it has already manifested. It is just about, you know, time has no dimension. Time has no dimension. So it is just about calibrating your frequency to the law of attraction so that you can get it. But the point is to have faith that because it's a benevolent universe, because the universe is not out here to punish you, it loves you, there is goodness all around. Energy, what you give out, you will get back, right? Like how Mr. Pachisa said, if you give out positivity, if you are a good person, you will attract more and more situations where you will get people will go all out to help you. That is the law of attraction. What you give out, you get back. The law of resonance, you attract what you are. If you are a positive person with an abundance mindset, you will get abundance. It's as simple as that. Let me tell you, it's not necessary that you have an abundance mindset if you are rich, as in you have lots of money in the bank. Many people who are very, very wealthy have a very, very tiny, you know, constricted mindset. Many people who are just ordinary, who don't have so much, yet they have such beautiful, abundant mindset. And trust you me, much better than those people who come with their Mercedes with their diamonds. State of abundance. You know, they're living in a state of abundance. So let me tell you, these are little things, but they form your character. That forms your destiny. So I just remember in the COVID time, one of my blinds, you know, the string got cut. Okay. So I have this tailor called Lalan. A small chap, he's always busy bee kind of thing. I told him, Lalan, aake wo theek karo. And he came, and I was very kind of skeptical ki COVID time mein aaya hai, and I'm sure he's going to ask a whole lot of money. And I was needlessly just, you know, getting irritated about a small thing. Sometimes it happens with us women. I'm sorry, you know. we nitpick about little things, you know. So I was like worried that this Lalan is going to just charge a whole lot of money just for that blind. Oh my God, that boy is irritating, but let him come. So he did the job and all. And then I asked him, Kitta de Lalan? He's saying, Aapko jitta man ho de dijiye, bhabhi ji. I was so shocked. I was so shocked that this guy in COVID time, okay, a poor tailor had the capacity, mind you, it's not a small thing. He had the capacity to tell me that aapko jitta samajh mein aaye de dijiye. Number one, he had faith that whatever she will give will be more than enough for me, or he had that faith. And number two, he had that abundance mindset, not a scarcity mindset. Right? So I was so shocked that I was supposed to give him $100. I gave him 1,000. I said, nahi, tum le jao. Because just the way he spoke and his personality kind of, I was awed that look at him, this guy, this young tailor, this poor guy is not going through that scarcity, that fear, that kind of a greed or any of those emotions. So what happened? That's what I'm trying to tell you. You need to trust the universe that way. The way Lalan trusted that, okay, whatever this madam gives will be enough. Similarly, you need to trust the universe. That, okay, it is a benevolent universe. It is understanding me. I am a grateful person. Miracles do happen and I will get what I want. I will receive. I am ready to receive. Do you know who the biggest blocker is? It is you yourself. Nobody blocks your abundance but you with your negative thinking. With your negative thinking, with your jealousies, with your limiting beliefs, you are the biggest blocker. Otherwise, it is like physics. It is science. It is like gravity, I repeat. You can attract whatever you want. Miracles do happen, friends. Miracles happen. Be ready to receive. The problem is we are not ready to receive. We use our logical minds, you know, and we think too much and we feel we know too much and we compare too much and we block our own abundance. So what is the key? What is the lesson that I'm telling you? What is the saransh of this entire thing? That number one, if you can be a grateful person, if you can find things to be grateful for, even in negative situations, in spite of the extenuating circumstances, you have to find things to be grateful for, period. I don't care how. I don't care how. Make a list of things. Count your blessings in the morning. Feel happy you are alive. If you want to, if you're feeling poor, go and feed the homeless. Then you'll realize how rich you are. If you're feeling that, no, I don't have this, go to Mother Teresa's place. Go and feed the hungry. Then you'll feel ashamed. Then you'll feel ashamed of your thoughts. So the point is, friends, just to be very, very mindful that no, I have enough. The fact that I'm alive. If you're feeling horrible, just go and think of all the people who lost their loved one during COVID, and here you are grumbling. How dare you? So the universe is giving you back that emotion. You have so many things to be grateful for. Just make a list. So when you talk of counting your blessings, everybody is everybody knows, yeah, count your blessings, gratitude list banana hai. Everybody knows. But do you understand the value of that? What is it doing? It is aligning you back. It is setting the pace for the entire day. It is putting you into the frequency of gratitude. Don't undermine this. I have done Ken Honda. I have done Sadhguru. I have been studying. I have been studying and doing my research. It's not that I have mastered that art. That, you know, like Sadhguru says, life happens. The mental chatter goes on and on, right? You need satsang. इसीलिए बोलते हैं ना, सत लोगों का संग रोज चाहिए, सत्संग रोज चाहिए. एक बार सुनने से नहीं होता है. क्योंकि हम लोग का mind, it's like a monkey. It goes on jumping from here to there. So do what you have to do. Make a gratitude list. Make your mobiles, you know, your screensaver such that it aligns you back to gratitude. Do whatever it takes. Be practical. Make your own thing. Surround yourself with things that spark joy. You all must have heard of the Corn Mary method of cleaning, clutter cleaning, right? What does she say? Surround yourself with everything that sparks joy. Remove all the clutter, remove the negative things from your house. Anything that makes you feel negative, just hata do usko. And what about people? There's so many negative people in your life, but you can't say unko hata do, right? So unke liye what you need to do is you need to practice detachment. Don't be rude. You have to be diplomatic. You're living in this world. But yeah, you can be detached emotionally. You cannot be a truck to take the emotional garbage and then you pull your energy down and then you go around saying that the world is so bad and things are not happening for me. That's your own fault. That's your problem. Solve it. You're an intelligent person. Handle it. So do what has to be done. Find your quotes, make the gratitude list, do your affirmations night and day, do your visualization. It's like I said, it's all very simple, but not easy to do because we get so caught up in our day-to-day mundane. I would call that mundane thing of making money, of trying to be competitive, of trying to impress others, that we forget the core. That basically it is all very, very simple. It is all very simple. It is just about being a very positive person, about being a grateful person. It is about being a person who gives in order to get. Friends, you have to do charity. It is non-negotiable. You have to give in order to get, period. Everybody, let's do an experiment, okay? Everybody take a deep breath in. Everybody breathe in, keep on breathing in, keep on breathing in. Furthermore, keep on. Are you feeling very happy? Is it comfortable? No. So you have to give, you have to let go. You can't just store it all for yourself. You have to share. The more you give, you never say give and take. I mean, you say give and take, right? You give and then you take. If you give, you get. That's the law. That's the law. But we try to, because we are so insecure, I think we are so insecure and limited in our beliefs that we just like to store and we think we are very rich. That is just cluttered. It is energy which is dead, which is not doing anything for you. Share it, spread it around. Energy is supposed to flow. Mahalakshmi को आप अगर बांध के रखेंगे वो सबसे पहले भाग जाएगी. And men, this is for y'all, all of y'all. Please understand, the lady of the house is Mahalakshmi. She is the Lakshmi of the house. The day you start treating her with respect, not respect as in outwardly, I'm talking genuine respect. The day you start treating your women with genuine respect, trust me, your vibration, your energy, your entire everything will change. You will become, your house will become abundant. It will become a temple. You have to understand कि घर की लक्ष्मी जो हम लोग के संस्कार में बोलते हैं, घर की लक्ष्मी बोलते हैं, उसके पीछे बहुत साइंस है. जो दिन आप उसको रिस्पेक्ट करना सीखे अंदर से, like genuinely you start understanding your woman and respecting her, trust me, half your problems will get solved. Your share market problem or your whatever problem, even that will get solved. Because you have, even when you talk of leave alone, ghar ki Lakshmi, we say in Hindi, right? Lady luck. Okay. When you talk in English also, you say lady luck, right? Why is it you say that? So please understand, you need to genuinely respect your woman, your sister, your mother. You need to understand that they are your luck factor. You need to do it from inside. Because let me tell you, the universe is watching. Aap upar se kya bol rahe, doesn't matter. Your thoughts are becoming things. So whatever you're thinking is actually fruitifying. So please remember, thoughts become things. Thoughts become things. If you think positive, you get positive. If you think negative, you will attract negative. Thoughts become things. Those who are in my group already know of that huge jamun tree that got cut because I kept on thinking that it's going to get cut, it's going to get cut, and it got cut. Right? So thoughts become things. Be mindful of your thoughts. If you knew, Abraham Hicks says, if you knew the power of your thoughts, you would never ever think a negative thought. It is so, so, so dangerous. It's so, so, so powerful, so potent. Right? So like I said, charity, you have to give in order to get. You have to give to your family, you have to give to your community, you have to give to everybody. And like another thing I want to say, don't do charity, take responsibility. Don't do charity Take responsibility. When you're doing charity, it doesn't have, you can do it now, not do it the other time. Nobody's there to ask. And you have that kind of a chip on your shoulder that you are doing some big shit. Actually, you're not. You need to take responsibility, and responsibility never ends. Supposing you feel responsible for the help in your house. One day she has one problem, one day a house, she will come for an advance, one day with age. Like I know my maid, her eyes are getting spoiled, some gallbladder problem, some ghar mein problem. It never ends. Responsibility never ends. You know that with your children, right? Does it end? No. Once they get married, they have children, then they have children, and it goes on and on and on. So friends, don't do charity, take responsibility. The day you start taking responsibility for others, for your community, for other people, for people who don't have that much, trust me, you will start changing things. I heard this entire Bhagavad Gita by Professor Prema Pandurang, and that kind of stuck to my head. You know, after that, I just can't help it. She gave a lecture just on this, that don't do charity, take responsibility. So try to understand where is it that you're going wrong. If at all somebody is in a bad state financially, or you're not feeling that abundant or prosperous, try to find out, is there somewhere that you are going wrong? Are your thoughts not aligned in the right way? Is there something negative? You'll understand, you know, when you think negative, your energy will tell you, you start feeling horrible from inside. It's a very simple test, you know. If you're not feeling good from inside, instantly you realize that unconsciously you were having a negative thought, because that's down your energy. It's a very simple test. And when you're having a positive thought, when you or of gratitude, when you're vibrating in that level of love and gratitude, your aura, your entire persona will change. You will glow. You will glow, because I keep saying energy never lies. The universe responds to you, right? So my friends, don't do charity, take responsibility. It is your duty. You are not doing a favor. It is your duty to give back. It is your duty. What else is there otherwise? How different are we from animals? Everybody does for their own family, for their things, but you need to move forward. You need to move ahead. And that is, like I say, you keep changing everything, right? And most importantly, please expect miracles. Okay, they happen. Miracles happen. In fact, it was Einstein who said that either you take life as a series of miracles, or life is just ordinary. Everything is normal, or you can be awed at every single thing. Right? Actually, if you go to see, when I always sit in the flight, till now I get goosebumps. And I think, my God, we're taking this so casually, but isn't it a miracle that such a huge machine with so many people are flying? Did you ever think like that? During COVID, when I used to do FaceTime with my parents or my children who were in America, I used to feel, my God, this is a miracle. Just imagine, I can see my boy right here. I used to feel so grateful. You take things for granted. You take things for granted. Okay, that is technology. What about the solar system? What about the universe? What about the way things are? Isn't that a miracle in itself? It's just that you've got so used to it that you don't feel awed anymore. You're so bogged down with your small little thinking that you don't get awed anymore. But isn't it beautiful if you can live life always overwhelmed? You know, make a big deal out of small things. Make a big deal out of small things. Celebrate. That is what life is all about. Celebrate. You know, it's a problem. Like, you feel when you're talking with somebody, you find it very easy to talk about your problems, but when you need to share your joy, you're always conscious that that person will think she is like bragging, or nazar lag jayega, or you know, nahi wo karne se awkward hota hai. Why? Celebrate. Talk about the positive. If you are feeling negative, if negative things are happening in your life, don't talk about it. Wherever your attention goes, your energy flows. Don't talk about the negative. Don't focus on the negative. Keep playing a game 24/7. That in this negative situation, I'm going to find out 10 positive things. Use your mind. You are training your mind. In fact, with Ken Honda, the course that I did, I was amazed that half the thing was just about brain training. He was just training our brain to think positive and to remove all those limiting beliefs that we have in our mind, things which we have stored since we were children, negative things about money, negative things about rich people, things that the universe is, money is short. There's limited amount of money. No, money is unlimited. It's like the ocean. You take, I take, doesn't matter. I'm not taking my money, your money, and you're not taking mine. We can all have it, right? So that is it. So coming to miracles, friends, please believe in miracles, number one, and number two, expect miracles. So before I did this certified course on on clearing limiting beliefs, I always used to say that I believe in miracles, okay? But I never said expect miracles. I never expected it for myself. I believed it. I believed that, okay, it can happen to this person, it can happen to this person, but I never thought it could happen to me. After doing that, I've changed my language. I say I expect miracles. I don't believe in miracles, I expect miracles. So there's a slight variation in what I say, but that changes everything, right? Isn't the fact that Meghan Markle married Prince Harry, isn't that a miracle? Why do I say that? Number one, she was half black. Number two, she was divorcee. Number three, she's older than him. Number four, she's American. And we know what the British Empire is all about. So I'm not talking of deservability. Please don't quote me wrong here. Don't misunderstand me. I'm not talking of deservability. I'm talking of just miracles. The fact that those who have watched the Tudors, those who follow the British, hierarchy, all know how closed-minded they are. Markle kind of had a miracle, right? Isn't President Modi a miracle? Sorry, Prime Minister Modi a miracle? Isn't our new president a miracle? So if it can happen to them, friends, why can't it happen to you? Why is it that we think, हाँ ऐसा हो सकता है, उसकी लड़की ऐसी थी, उसका इतना करोड़पति घर में शादी हो गया, मैंने कहाँ से कहाँ वो jump कर गई? That's a miracle, right? Of course it's a miracle, but the same thing can happen to you. Expect miracles. Just don't believe in miracles. Expect miracles and be ready to receive. Be in the receptive mode. So one miracle right in front of you is the fact that I've been talking to you with one vocal cord. Not kidding. I had a surgery. I just want to show it to you. I had a surgery. This is Bernard Shaw. Eta move korche na? Okay, anyway. Yeah, this is, I had a surgery where, yeah, it's come. So I had a surgery where there was, I had a problem where I was coughing a lot. Okay, this is a true thing that happened with me. I kept on coughing and we went to the doctor and they found out that I had a node in my thyroid gland. Okay, so when they did that, in fact, they were doing my lung testing and they realized that there's a node in the thyroid gland and they could not understand whether it's benign or it's cancerous. So they said, we'll have to remove that. Okay, so obviously I went through the surgery and my main worry was that I'll lose all my hair. More than the cancer, I was very worried that I'll lose all my hair. Anyway, so the surgery happened and luckily it was not cancerous. The node was benign. But then even after say 15 days, 16 days, I was not able to talk. And I kept thinking, because I had tuberculosis in the lungs, that's the reason I had got that, my gala bed gaya hai, that my throat is sore. So that's why I'm not being able to talk. So I just carried on, but then my voice was not coming back and everybody got worried that what's happened. So again, they took me to a doctor and we found out that by mistake, in a freak thing, my left vocal cord nerve had been cut by the doctor while doing the surgery. And he did not tell me that. I don't want to go into that story. He's no more anyway. He was an old doctor. We chose him, in fact, because we thought old people are more experienced. Anyway, so my left vocal cord nerve got slit. And a nerve once slit cannot be repaired, cannot be joined back. So I was absolutely devastated. I had two small boys. I couldn't talk. My voice, I couldn't talk to you also. Like they're just small husky kind of things that used to come out. And even doing that much used to make me very, very tired. In fact, today also after this session, I won't be able to talk for I'll need a whole lot of rest because my voice will get so tired because I need double, triple the energy to talk what I do like normal people do, right? So that happened and I lost my voice. and see how miracles happen. You can see, right? I'm talking full on, non-stop. Yeah. So my friend from Chennai, she came to visit me, and she comes and she says, oh, she didn't know that my voice had gone. And I said, hello, like, I can't talk anymore. And everybody, and I went to a whole lot of doctors in Calcutta. Somebody had just come from America also. He told me, no, your voice won't come back, but let me give you some exercises to make your lung a little stronger. Maybe a little soft whispers will come out, stuff like that. And this friend of mine, she was going from Calcutta to Chennai. That's where she stays. And look how the universe conspires to get you, how miracles happen. She had a cold. And because she had a bad cold, she hurt her tympanic membrane. You know, her ear got hurt because she had that cold and she was in the flight because of the pressure. And then she went out finding a doctor who turned out to be Dr. Mohan Kameshwaram, who is one of the biggest surgeons ever. If anybody needs an ENT, just go to him. You all can take the address from me. So he turned out to be Dr. Mohan Kameshwaram, and he lived just down a house. It's called the Murph Institute, okay, Madras Research Institute. She went there because that was the closest. She didn't know hell or tail about this doctor. I didn't know. And she goes there and she starts talking to the doctor and says, you know, I have a friend in Calcutta. She just lost her voice. Then the doctor says, you do one thing, you get your friend here. He's saying, are you serious? Well, no, no, you get your friend here. Then she calls me up very excited and that Shivani, just come to Chennai. I don't know what's happening, but this doctor is saying you just come. He's Dr. Mohan Kameshwaram. Why don't you just Google? I said, okay, just chill. Anyway, my voice is gone. I've tried everything possible in Kolkata. So we fly to Chennai. It's warm only. So my husband and me, and the doctor said, I'm going to wait for her. Tell her to come directly from the airport. You know, you just attract beautiful people in your life. Miracles happen, like I said. So Dr. Mohan Kameshwaram waited for me, and I go into his chamber. And the first thing he does when he sees me, he blasts me off. He scolds me. I said, Doctor Sahab, I can't talk. Like, why are you scolding me? You know, so there's this very, very famous quote by Dr. Wayne Dyer, one of my favorites. Nobody knows enough to be a pessimist. Isn't it beautiful? Nobody knows enough to be a pessimist. I did not know that quote that time. You know, I did not know that quote that time, but that is exactly what he said. He said, how do you know? How do you know your voice will come back, not back? Are you a doctor? Have you researched? What do you know? Why are you making such a sad face as if the earth is crashing? How do you know? So I was like absolutely zapped, you know. And then he said, okay, come and let me do the test. Okay. And I was praying that, okay, he'll tell me that your vocal cord has not got cut, that things can happen, because the way he spoke. Then he checked and he got back and he said, yeah, the nerve is cut. It cannot be repaired. But then there are things that can be done. So what he did, he has an institute. He put me under Dr. Manohar. Trust me, guys, without any medication, just by massage. I'll show you how it goes. Yeah. So basically the vocal cords are two folds. You know, when they touch, that is when the voice comes out. There are two vocal cords. My left one had got paralyzed, so that cannot move. So, but the voice always comes out when the two vocal cords touch. That is the process of oscillation. So just by massaging my right vocal cord, okay, for a month, he used to massage in such a way that I used to cry almost, but he knew I did not get choked. Just by massaging that, he made my right vocal cord so mobile that it touches the left one, and that is how my voice is coming out. Isn't that a miracle, friends? Isn't that a miracle? So that's why I say expect miracles. Miracles do happen. And that is why I keep telling people I'm not a motivational speaker. I'm a motivated speaker, because I'm motivated to tell people that believe that miracles can happen, that things can happen. Give yourself that possibility to receive. No one knows enough to be a pessimist. How do you know what life has in store for you? Why are you limiting yourself with your negative, limited, small thoughts? Be ready to receive. So now let's do a few affirmations, okay? These are the affirmations that we can all do later, also at night. So guys, you again need to keep your, okay, everybody just sit in a lazy way, okay, like this. Everybody sit lazily, ekdam thake hue ho, okay? With your hand like this, and you know, and say, I am powerful. I am powerful. No, you're not, right? What is it? Because your posture is wrong, because your mind is saying, oh my God, she's kidding me. That is not the power position. That is not your spine has to be straight. In fact, those who follow Sadhguru and who've done the Shambhavi Mahamudra know that he speaks for the 6-day thing. Half the thing is just about keeping your spine straight, how to make your spine straight. In Mahashivratri, he says, don't even sleep. And don't even, you can't bend your spine. Keep it straight. Don't sit. Either you walk or you lie down. Don't sleep. Keep your spine straight. Sit or walk, but don't sleep. So the spine is the thing through which you download everything, right? So what happens is, in fact, what are the classic symptoms of a depressed person? He'll be a little hunched, right? His spine won't be straight. You can make out when a person is depressed, okay? So what you need to do is you need to use your body to hack your mind. There's this entire session of neuroscience, like, Joe Dispenza, where he talks about how you can use your body to hack your mind. If you are depressed, you can use your body to tell the mind that, no, she's not depressed. So one very simple way, I'll not go into that because that's a whole another talk of neuroscience and neuroplasticity. Keep your spine straight. Your mind, your subconscious mind and your mind will think, okay, she means business. She's in a position where she's meaning what she's going to say, right? So your body is hacking your mind. You may be very tired, it doesn't matter, but keep your spine straight, okay? So everybody do that now. And please repeat after me. So this, like I explained, this you need to do in your alpha brainwave frequency, which happens just before you sleep and in the morning, right? So everybody please say, I am powerful. I am powerful. I am a money magnet. I am a prosperity magnet. I am a prosperity powerhouse. Louder. I am a prosperity powerhouse. I am attuned to the frequency of abundance. I am vibrating in the frequency of prosperity. I love money and money loves me back. I am a master manifester. I am invincible. And lastly, I am ready to receive. I am ready to receive. I am ready to receive. Thank you, friends.
If there are any questions, though I think she's covered everything, I had my own questions to ask, but they somehow I seem to have.
Please ask me questions. I love questions. So much comes out.
Just 2 questions maybe.
Yeah, of course.
Anybody? Sujata?
Yes. Hello.
This one.
I have 2 questions. Sure.
One.
This? Okay, these are actually dried leaves, okay, made into a bundle. It's called Californian white sage. White sage.
I'm just asking. I just wanted to know what it is called.
Sage, SAGE.
Okay.
Amazon पे मिलता है. आप लोग सब मेरा ग्रुप ज्वाइन कर लीजिए. मैं ये सब डालती रहती हूँ उसमें. You'll get a whole lot of tools and little things you can
Thank
do.
you. Now,
Californian white sage.
Being the devil's advocate,
Sure.
whatever you said, okay, very nice. Would we say that it is a kind of living in denial? As you said, suppose somebody is, at the end of the road, kind of, and you keep on thinking positive, as you said. Would that be living in denial?
Can I answer now? Everything is a matter of perspective, right? What is the end of the road? Like I said, if you feel you are at the end of the road, go and see the homeless. If you feel that you are deprived, go and see somebody who has less than you. But being in the gratitude mode, okay? See, there are just two choices. Either you are negative and keep grumbling and thinking that, and you go into depression, then you go into depression and you go to the doctor and you lead a sad life where you pollute the entire energy of the house, everybody becomes miserable. Or the other choice is that in spite of being in the end of the road, in spite of being in the end of the road, you refuse to fall down and you say that, no, I believe in miracles. I believe in the power of manifestation. I will not let life crush me. So which is a choice? Which is a better choice? So even if you need to fake it to make it, fake it. That is a better choice than living in that kind, living in that kind of a state. Because you have to understand, even if you are not having everything you want, your aura, your energy, like I said, abundance is a mindset. Abundance is a mindset. You just have to look at somebody else who, in spite of his problems, is actually, laughing. Who's more admirable? Tell me one thing. Who's more admirable? So it is your choice. It's your common sense. Right? Sure.
As Madam just mentioned, that you may be at the end of the road, or maybe, just before an accident or something. But I definitely agree with Shivani, because I have also undergone something like that. When you look for solutions, rather than concentrating on the problem, when you think there would be a solution, you really can figure it out. And it happens.
In fact, I have a set of questions. I don't know whether due to paucity of time, whether I could ask all the questions. But being a Silva graduate, in fact, I always like to know more, always, because there is no limit of learning. So, first I must thank you, for your excellent delivery. And is it possible in this paucity of time to demonstrate a little bit of glass of water technique for the benefit of everyone?
I think, for that, I need to really explain about Silva first. It won't be doing justice to him.
Okay.
You've done it, so you know the gravity of what you're talking
That's
about,
right.
right? But yeah, please, I have a group. I keep teaching all this. So y'all can all join in. Maybe we'll have a session in Rotary where I'll keep that in mind and we'll do it. But I really appreciate what you said.
Okay.
But I really feel Silva needs a introduction, and you need to understand a lot of things before you can actually just, because people will take it too casually.
Absolutely.
They will not understand the depth of what you're talking about, and I don't want to lose such a beautiful technique by just talking about it without any introduction. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
My another question is actually, I really don't know the reason for it, but probably you would agree with me. The fact is that when we sit in the dentist chair, we automatically go into the theta mode,
Because of the
and
pain.
which reduces our pain. And the same thing happens actually when one woman gives birth to her child, she goes into the theta mode. Otherwise, the pain is equivalent to breaking of 106 bones at one time.
That. Thank you for telling
At
me.
one
We
time.
all brave women, all of us. Huh?
So really, absolutely. So I really wanted to know actually that what could be is it something inbuilt by Mother Earth of that kind of thing, or what is the clue or logic behind it?
No,
Or maybe it's a miracle.
That's what you said. You answered it. Because our body is a miracle itself, right? We don't understand that, but our body itself is a miracle. Exactly what this gentleman, aapka naam?
My name is Abhijit Mitra.
What he said is so miraculous, isn't it? Can you imagine how precious and, the way the mechanism of the body is a miracle itself. So, the Mother Earth, universe, God has created miracles in each and every person, be it your mind, be it your body, be it everything. So please feel grateful about that. Be conscious, be mindful. So like I said, when you make that list of gratitude to align you back to the gratitude mode, trust you me, even if you write different things every single day, it's going to be never ending. So powerful. Guys, that's the only option you'll have, frankly, to lead life. Thank you so much. Very informative. I didn't know about this birth thing. I'm going to tell that to everybody now.
So we have come towards the end of
One
today's.
question then,
Okay, one. Ma'am, can we take it?
Yeah, hi ma'am. It was a very informative session. My one question is it very right to be a giver to a person always, especially if you go overload to be a giver and it is affecting your mental health?
In what way, giver?
Anyways, like you want to help the person, go overboard and you really help it. But
No, everything has to have limits. Only if you keep on breathing out too, then too you will suffocate. So you know your limit, but do it with elegance. Do it with no bitterness. Do it in such a way that you don't feel bad and the other person feel bad. But yeah, like I always say, you need to shield yourself. You need to detach yourself from people who are only takers, who are only negative people. You are not here to, you're not a truck to take the emotional garbage always. You have to love and respect yourself first. So yeah, of course you need to draw lines, but do it with elegance.
yeah,
Do it
thank
with
you.
a certain kind of finesse.
Thank you so much.
With that, we conclude today's session. Before I request Madam Renuka Shah, co-chairperson of the Ladies Forum, to propose the vote of thanks, I would request Madam Shah and Mr. Naresh Pachesia to kindly present a few mementos to Madam Agarwal. We have one more. Thank you, ma'am. Can we please have the vote of thanks and conclude today's session?
Shivani, Nareshji, Nilima, Sujata, members of the chamber, guests and friends. At the end of this very interesting talk on how to unleash the power of your mind, it is my most pleasant duty to propose a very hearty vote of thanks to Shivani Agarwal, a dear friend first, then a life coach and a mind miracle mentor. Thank you, Shivani, for addressing the members of the chamber and the Ladies Forum, and for sharing your perspectives on the power of the mind and how to tap into its immense potential. Friends, in the fast-paced world, aligning our thoughts and actions in the right path is indeed a challenge, which we can overcome by nurturing our mind in the right way. The divine power of our mind and its ability to attract positivity is simply astounding. This was very beautifully explained by Ms. Shivani in her talk. I'm sure each and every one of us has learned something new today and will apply her methods to improve the quality of our lives. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank Her Excellency, Ms. Achpan Yuvaprapas. I hope I've pronounced right, ma'am. Consul General of Thailand in Kolkata. Your Excellency, on behalf of the Ladies Forum, I request you to be a part of the forum as our honorary member. Thank you. We'll be honored to have you as with us. My thanks are due to the members and guests for attending today's talk. With these words, I request you all to join me in carrying a hearty vote of thanks to Shivani Agarwal with appreciative acclamation. Thank you.
Thank you. We would request you to join us at high tea.
Nilima? क्या हुआ?